on the last episode of Day of the Tentacle.
Couldn't possibly imagine the horrible things I had to eat to survive.
Coleslaw?
Good heavens!
And now we continue with Day of the Tentacle.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, on this day of the Tentacles, where we will be performing our X Factor competition.
Yay!
Indeed. Oh, and guess what, everybody? I know what this game's all about now.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Even though
During
we've
the
been trying to
week,
explain it to you throughout the whole recording sessions.
Last week.
Yeah, normally when they do these games, I have no idea what the fuck we're doing. I go off and do
But the
I
first
do my
part,
research.
there wasn't even any plot.
Yeah, well,
Yes.
I went and looked shit up. I watched the whole walkthrough of the games, and I have a rough idea of what's going on. I even told Tarrison and Kyra something they didn't even know about. This game had, well, the game before this one had a TV series.
I never knew that, and I will never know that.
Yeah, it was a...
Even though technically, well,
That
the
would
wife
get
was
us
technically not
disqualified.
what was it? Something like
Because they mentioned something about in one of the last parts about how Edison needs to sign a contract about the TV show. I looked it up and yeah, it's real.
well, shit. So this game did have similarities to the fucking cartoon show. Well,
The
well,
only
it was
thing I
referencing shit.
knew about Day of the Tentacles, though, is the fact of Bernard was in the first game,
Yeah,
and that was literally it.
because what I understood about the first game was Bernard was like one of the characters. Like, something about Dr. Fred got hit with a meteor and abducted one of the characters' girlfriends or something.
Is that your regurgitation?
which you had to beat in a fucking time limit, might I add, as well.
Just say you thought
Yeah.
you were going to be sick.
I'm looking straight at you, Majora's Mask. I'm looking straight at you.
And Dead Rising.
With human influenza.
And Dead Rising.
Did Resident Evil 3 have a time limit?
No.
I know Lightning Returns has got a time limit, which I'll be covering in a future experiment.
Ew.
Oh, can I just make one snarky joke about that?
Bye bye, Frenchie. Bye
The
bye.
snarky joke was like, I was going to
Fuck
say
the
was,
French.
like,
What a mess.
in Lightning Returns, it's implied that Lightning had her whole personality stripped away. My retort would be, yeah, that would imply that she had a personality to begin with. But enough.
Wouldn't just a Radio Future count as having a time limit?
Not sure.
Due to that one mission in the fortified residential zone?
Probably. Anyways, you may have noticed we got rid of that one French guy because if the judges would have gone straight to him
Yeah.
and awarded everything, and you didn't want that to happen, so free snackages.
Because from what I understand more about the game, again, just showing you guys what I learned, like, Laverne and Hoagie were not in the first game.
Yes.
Nope.
So the only recurring character
so I
is
said
Bernard,
to
who was
her
kind of like a side... So
not
basically, this is
talking
kind of like
about
the Lost World Jurassic Park, where Ian Malcolm took over from Alan Grant.
Listen to this.
Only this was a better sequel than Mania mentioned, whilst the Lost World one mixed
Hey,
feelings.
I'll have you know, I like Lost
Hey,
World.
when are you guys
Mixed
going
feelings.
to judge best hair?
Jurassic, the first Jurassic Park's a classic. I can't
yeah.
knock it
Well, at
off.
least you
I think
two
we-
don't have mixed feelings about Resident Evil 6.
Don't
Don't.
get me started.
Oh, that kettle of fish I'll be
All I'm
dreading.
gonna say, because I've asked Howard, we are thinking about doing RE6 for the channel. I think the most recurring thing you'll hear me say, just to give you an early preview, is, "What are this?" But let's save that for another day.
So now we
Hey,
can talk to
when
the
are you guys
tentacle
going to judge
judges.
best
We can effectively just say,
style?
we've won best hair, which is the spaghetti meatballs. Don't know why they're meatballs
I know
there.
I asked this.
Even though it's like noodles through time.
I know I asked this on Facebook, but why does Laverne remind me of Double D from Ed, Ed, and Eddie?
Eyes.
There's nothing in
I think it's just the way
rules
she's
about them
drawn and
being
stuff. Another
white.
thing I don't get is, it said in the
First place goes to
description
the
I
mummy.
read off the wiki. Yeah, I'm not
Agreed.
sad. It said that she's deranged.
Oh, she kinda is a little bit
I mean, I get that Bernard's like just,
special.
I get the idea that Bernard's like the stereotypical nerd, and Hoagie is like a roadie for Melbourne, and that makes sense. But I look at her as like she doesn't look that deranged to me.
Well, unless she's like a science major.
It just sounds like half the time she's orgasming off
I
her
just
own
flew in
words.
from Baltimore, and boy,
Like,
are my
hey, are
suction
you
cups
gonna
tired.
be judging the next category? Oh fuck, I need a cigarette.
Oh, classic.
Imagine that
Okay,
scene from
I
that
don't.
movie where that girl's banging the table going, yes, yes, yes. What she's having.
Probably.
It's amazing how the mummy can do that.
I don't know the film either. So they'll be impressed with how the mummy can laugh without moving lips. Technically, he's dead.
Well, that makes
He's a
him
mummy!
show.
Like, was this character like alive in a previous game?
No. He was, in fact, he was not alive in the entirety. He was basically, he's a reference to the freaking Media Mansion as well.
So we
Hey,
got
Dad, how
Reddit.
come you know as smart as a mummy?
Show to Baltimore by Thursday.
Because I'm not your minion, and how many times do we have to go through this, you sack of
But
shit?
the mummy looks even better than you do.
That's because I'm alive, and he hasn't got a pulse!
Kinda
But
looks
he
like
has
Susan.
a better smile, better
Well,
hair,
Ted,
and a
this is
better
where
laugh.
part
He
way.
kinda-
Well, you've got the best sense of go fuck yourself. That's why. Moving on.
He kind of looks like Susan Boyle.
Dead for thousands of years.
No.
I think you're
Just-
He looks like who?
my
Susan
favorite
Boyle.
person.
Ugh.
Actually, to me, he kind of looks like Frankie Boyle.
Oh, I like.
Aw, don't.
Now that you've referenced Frankie, I can reference the joke that he made. Apparently, a lot of people come up to him and ask him, "Are you related to Susan Boyle?" And he says, I'm not related to Susan Boyle, although we do have a lot in common. I also look ridiculous dressed as a woman, and we both got a cork."
Shit.
I have no real opinion of Susan Boyle. I know she exists.
Yeah.
Easily one of my favourite conversations in the game.
This one.
The punchline is just brilliant.
I'm here to
This is
see
just
you,
like you could
big
either
boy.
come on to the
What are you doing?
Like the way she just said that, it's
How
like,
about Club Tentacle?
is it? Is
what am I
she supposed to be
saying?
deranged, or is she
I
just
can't
getting
afford
off on
to take
herself?
out the trash,
Probably.
let alone a classy
Probably.
babe like
Well,
you.
I've gotta love this guy. I really do, because as soon as you give
I'm
him
here
that
by
award for
accident.
Dinner for
Bye.
Two at
Hey,
Club
I
Tentacle,
don't
like
wanna
he
be
just
here
fucking
either.
mentioned.
Don't give it away just yet.
I'm not
Here we
giving
go.
it-
Here we go.
here we go.
Shh,
Best-
guys.
Whoa! Dinner for two at Club Tentacle? I can't wait to get
I love that he's macking on this tentacle bitch. He's like, oh, sweet food. Let me go get my wife.
You're free.
And yeah, he was soliciting her.
Free to
Yeah.
run
What the
wild
fuck?
through the woods
By the way,
like
this is
Yeah.
definitely proof that humans are still superior, because the tentacles can't tell that she's a human in disguise, whilst they know that she's a human.
Well, to be fair, Purple does kind of twig on the idea that maybe there's somebody in disguise around here.
I'm guessing the old purple guy actually said, "When we slowly, someone's pretending to be a tentacle."
Yeah.
And I think it's sort of like a time limit or something, I don't know.
Whoa,
Whoa, Laverne, calm down.
I think Laverne is my favorite character in this game.
Lions. Oh, notice the capital letters skunks.
I don't know what it is. It's just I just like Laverne. She's so funny.
Oh, here I
Yeah, she's
go
like,
out the door.
"Oh, look, I know
what
to go
I'm
outside the
saying,
door."
these freedoms that my
Hoagie's
forefathers
okay.
fought and died
Hoagie's
for.
like that sort of metal rock 90s grunge stereotype, all that, you know. Meanwhile, old fucking Tentacle, aka Emma, in about 40 years' time.
Right, this is
More
kind of
like
like I asked the
48.
guys this.
I can take it. I've got a strong stomach.
Hey there,
Really?
folks. This is Hellsing 920 for reaction and review. Coming to you live from the CPU transmitter in your head.
Hey, Emma, wanna watch the final two movies of Twilight yet?
Non-squishy and non-slimy.
Go fuck yourself with a loaf of bread.
And yes, that is an ill will press quote. I'm not claiming any credit for that line. Alright, I asked the guys this before, maybe someone can ask me in the comments, right? So, I understand that Purple Tentacle became like highly intelligent and he gained like little arms from drinking that raw sewage. How do these other tentacles have arms?
I'm gonna assume either one, Purple Tentacle cloned himself and had multiple clues. Two, like frickin' Namekians in frickin' Dragon Ball Z, asexual.
Or my personal theory is the fact of he managed to mutate himself using the slime to clone himself.
Good.
Or likely Kari's response.
Or,
He was-
my personal favorite explanation for everything, the ancient Chinese art of reasons.
reasons?
Of course.
So yeah, as you may have noticed, we barbecued a freaking hamster in the oven. Also, note to self for the kids out there, anything else, do not do this at home. Do not go to jail for fucking animal, because the RSPCA are fucking evil when it comes to animal abuse.
It reminds me of that scene from the first episode of Sonic X when he's riding on the top of that car. And the cop says to him, "Hey, what are you doing? What is some impressionable young kids saw you do that?" Sonic turns to the camera. "Kids never stand on moving cars." Sonic X Episode 1 and Episode 5 are the only decent episodes of that entire show.
Just that one and
1 and 5. Episode 1 introduced the story, and Episode 5 was Sonic vs. Knuckles.
So, you may have noticed that there's
Only
a cat.
watch the Japanese cut, though. Don't watch the American one for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Obviously, because we don't want to piss off the fan base.
Well, no, it's just the Japanese cut had better soundtrack.
Probably. Now we've just literally made a skunk.
We've made a Pepe Le Pew.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that reminds me of Pepe.
Aye.
Good old Pepe Le Pew. Back when sexual harassment was acceptable.
Trigger
We
warning.
didn't even have Pepe Le Pew. I mean, personally, Puka was based on a similar concept of a girl harassing a boy.
Oh, fuck that cartoon. I never liked it.
See, I thought that was fun, but there you go. Not many people talk about it because of the fact of it was a girl trying to force a guy into a relationship with her.
You know what's kind of funny about Pepe Le Pew?
What?
I'm amazed because he's like a French guy, and I'm amazed no one has made a joke about Pepe Le Pew being a surrendering coward.
I don't think they were allowed to do that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, like they kind of because Pepe Le Pew's whole shtick is like he's a stereotypical like French romantic, isn't he? I'm just saying, I'm glad and amazed that no one's made that joke. Oh, here we go.
Best fucking bit in the game, bar none.
Here we go.
Best bit
guys,
ever.
Moment of silence.
Hey,
Moment of silence.
a skunk.
Thank you. My ears are ruptured now.
I'm sorry.
I just love that slight delay. Oh, hey, a skunk.
What?
Oh, fuck! Sacre bleu!
Oh, Jesus.
Mon Dieu!
Mon Dieu.
Mom, you didn't build the place right.
Look, more minions are escaping. You built bad facility.
I think I've had enough fun with Mr.
1,
Kitty.
not my facility. No. 2, no. 3, fuck off. 4, nah.
Hey,
Anyway.
Hey guys, is this building colored in ocean grey or military grey?
I'm pretty sure it's shit
You can
grey.
see the difference from ocean grey being the sofa and military grey being the walls.
I'm glad Kari got that reference.
Oh, jeez. It's something... Oh, jeez, it's something I don't know
Kari,
about.
high five!
High five!
Fucking...
Until next time,
And-
dear viewers.
Where we will wrap up Laverne's bit and finish off Hoagie's.
Laters!
Later!
And no walkthrough in sight. Booyah.